Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another Tuesday talk with Wally and myself. We got a couple guys that are going to possibly be popping in at some point soon, hopefully. And if anybody else who watches this wants to join us on a Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern time, whatever that is for you in the world, make sure you just message me somewhere on social media. American Hammers TV, and if you're available, I'll send you the link, and we can talk some West Ham. So that should be fun. Usually, not this week though. Not so much fun this week.
Not so much.
Right, Wally?
That's right. Yeah, this has not been the best week. A lot of controversy, and then just a poor performance on Sunday.
I think they were both poor performances, but you have a home match. Against a side who, sure, they're playing well in the Europa League, but like they're not playing well in their own league, which our league is more competitive than their league, and so them not doing as good in their league, it's kind of like us playing, I don't know, Norwich, something like that.
Yeah.
But we drawing at home, and I really don't like. I don't like giving excuses, man. I don't, and I don't think there is any excuse. Sure, we saved the draw with 10 men. Ooh, but it was a home match. We should have gone out to kill, right?
That's right. Well, yeah, but you can't help overlooking that fact that we were down to 10 men, and it felt, because we were down to 10 men, it did feel like it wasn't terrible, but still we go into the away match with only a draw, which is going to be really hard. But, we've got some stuff they can put up on the locker room. They've got the wink, of what is it? And Dembele, who scored the goal, or he got, But he got the red card on Cresswell, basically, and he put that wink out, and I've seen that picture of that wink. So if I was Moyes, I would be plastering that for one thing. And then I think just yesterday, the Lyon president or something, I saw he put something, he maybe responded to the Europa League saying, here's the last 8, who's going through. And he was something like, well, of course we're going through. Or something like that. So that stuff has got to fire up the team.
Yeah.
So,
well, we have a question here in the chat from Millwall Rob. Why pick West Ham over any other English team? Just a question, and the answer is
nice. Yes.
So. Good morning, Neil. Hope you're doing well. We're just saying it's 11:30 over there in your parts of the globe. Hope you're doing well, dude. Good to see you. I don't know if we saw you on the last couple, so nice to see you, actually.
Yeah, good to see you, Neil. All right.
Yeah, good to see you doing well, man. And Matt Howard, good afternoon, my man. If you ever want to join us, Matt, you're more than welcome. You know the drill. Just send us a message. And yes, yeah, massive.
Certainly a lot.
West Ham
more massive than Millwall.
I was going to say what club.
Well, I've never heard of it. Is Millwall a football team or something? Or
it's really weird that me personally, I respect the fact that he chose that club, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't, but I'm glad he did. You know what I mean? Like that's a tough club to support. So, good on you, man. Thanks.
Yeah, I think West Ham is pretty hard, but lately we, with our massiveness, it's become a little easier to support West Ham. But we've had some lean years for sure. But
respect
for coming in our chat room. Good job.
Yeah, man. So Millwall Rob. Yeah, no, we're not hating, dude. Like, you can support whoever you want, man, and I respect that, but I obviously don't support your club. That's all. Bit busy, just moving into a new house. Congratulations, Matt. Like I said, anytime, dude. Like, we're gonna be doing this, as many Tuesdays as we possibly can. Life pending. Depending on what happens, if Wally or I can make it. If like one of us can't make it, we probably won't do it. We'll just postpone or whatever. But we're so far so good. We've been banging out every Tuesday morning for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And luckily, since we're still in the Europa League, unfortunately not in any cups, there is a lot to talk about, thankfully. Now, that was my biggest concern. So, yeah. Back to Lyon. All right. So going into Lyon, we were like, hey, they need to, I think we were both, you and I were saying that maybe they should keep Fredericks in the lineup, which they did. Ben Johnson was still not up to par, or his health wasn't there, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's done something to his hamstring. He did come in after Cresswell got the red card.
Yeah. But I mean, when we were picking our lineups and stuff like that, and predictions and shit, nobody was right. But
of course, yeah,
nobody was right. And but the ref was just insanely horrible. And I think it was I was following Twitter the whole day. So I was at work, and it was just
really? Oh, you didn't
about this guy digging up stuff on this guy, how he was found guilty of like match fixing.
I know, it's just unbelievable.
Why would he even get a match in Europa League? You know what I mean? That's crazy.
That's just, that's shocking. I mean, once you get caught doing that kind of thing, you got to be out. You've got to be done. I mean, that in this country, we've had a few scandals, and those refs are gone, right? So, like in basketball or whatever. So that's just shocking. And I saw the way I read it, it was only like 300 pounds or something. He took a bribe. Yeah, like, wow. If you're going to do that, at least, make a decent payday, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I guess Rob's kind of right, but at the same time, like we were saying, because of the fact that it was, and we said this last week, because when we were giving our predictions and stuff, because it was a home match for the first leg, and knowing that we'd have to go to Lyon, sure, we'd take a draw, but no, we really wanted and needed a win. It's going to be that much more difficult, especially now without Zuma.
Is he definitely out, you think? Or
that's what I looked up this morning. I thought they said he's virtually.
I thought, it was very questionable. So we got to assume he's going to be out.
Either way, he won't be 100%, and that's no good. I mean, look at not 100% West Ham. Look what they did against Brentford. So, they didn't show up. So But anyway, I thought Areola played well, very well. Very well. And I thought, down 10 men, we played better than when we had 11.
Yeah, so, I think you're probably right. Yeah.
Which is shitty. I mean, that's my point, man. That was what was so frustrating is watching that. Lyon's not the first team to dive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And play to the refs. Like we've played against teams that do it all the time.
Yeah, like Villa and some of the bigger clubs too.
You'd think by now we'd know how to handle that, and et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I don't buy into any, like, I'm not blaming Moyes for really much of this, other than the fact that it didn't look like in the beginning that the players were up for it in the beginning, and then once we went down to 10 men, it looked like we were really, they woke up.
Yeah, we even scored. I mean, that scored first when we were down to 10 men.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The ref was totally bent. Yes, he was.
Yeah, the frustrating thing about the red card play, because leading up to that, Bowen was, I would have said he was fouled, and the play should have stopped then at the other end, but he didn't call that foul, but he does call a foul at the other end, which technically maybe by the but you see that kind of pullback happen all the time. It's just, I think because Dembele just collapsed on the floor, that the ref then had to call it. So
I mean, it was bullshit. And honestly,
yeah.
if that didn't happen, I really don't know if all that shit would have come out about that ref either. About his past.
Right? Yeah.
I'm saying it's
sure.
just the fact that happened.
Yeah.
He fucked up big time. But yeah, good question here from Ken. So it looks like it's going to be Dawson and Diop at center back. Who would you play at left back?
Well, Cresswell obviously can't play. Johnson, I've heard, may still be injured. I don't know.
Hopefully by then he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, if Johnson's okay, I would play him at left back, and well, of course, I would say Fredericks at right back. But I think Soufal did okay on Sunday, and I've heard him say that he's feeling so much better now that he's got his hernia fixed. So yeah, I would probably see Soufal, but listen, if Johnson's injured, then I mean, Fredericks has played left back in spots, sort of occasionally.
Yeah.
So maybe we would see Fredericks there or Masuaku, but I think with Diop and Masuaku, boy, that would be scary. And then another option is to have Fornals drop back there. I think he did that one match, Fornals, but that might have been part of a 5 at the back where he was like left wing back. So yeah, I don't know. It really depends.
As long as we have Areola in goal, I have faith that it'll at least possibly go to pens or something.
Yeah, if we go to penalties, I feel good about having Areola, certainly.
100%. I mean, I think that he's the type of keeper that, and I think, who was it? Was it Matt in here that said, I have to find that thing. Yeah, here we go. I still think that Areola should be starting the Prem, and we'll get into that once we talk about Brentford and how fucking horrible Fabianski played. That was absolutely atrocious. And I think the commentators called it when Ivan Toney, banged in his goal. It was a Sunday lunch. Toney hit with his Sunday lunch. Fucking easiest freaking goal on the planet. Like, should have been stopped, period. And, defenders, it's not his fault. It's never his fault. Yep. No. I'm done with Fabianski. Like, my blood pressure. I'm not going to get into it too much today because I don't want to have a stroke, but
we don't want
what
that.
Fabianski does for me.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we should just go 3 in the back, right? Just
But who would be the 3 then? Like,
we got Dawson, Diop, and Declan.
I mean,
there you go. Throw Declan
Oh,
and
right.
we
Wow.
put Noble and Suchek in the middle, and
wow.
I know it's crazy, bro. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Well, what are our options, man? We
I know.
didn't sign anybody in January.
Yeah, we didn't.
We're screwed. Do we have any youth players that we can pull up, or did they miss the registration deadline, or does it count because I'm minors? I don't know.
I don't know. They Elise, I think, plays. He's pretty decent, youngster. But I noticed he just played yesterday in some kind of cup where the youth advanced in their cup game.
Smash Leeds, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
Leeds.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I saw the
highlights are up on YouTube if anybody
Yeah.
wants to see that. It's beautiful stuff.
I did see that. Yes. So Leeds scored first. I'm sure it looked a little grim then, but then we just came back and smashed them. So
5-1.
But anyway, that's Elise has played. I don't know if he would. I mean, he might be on the bench, but yeah, John. I mean, I agree with Happy. Johnson would be left back if he's fit.
If he's
That's
fit,
the
yeah.
thing. Yeah, because he wasn't. I don't think he was even on the bench in Brentford. So
I don't think so. But
Yeah. So yeah, we're pretty short-handed now.
shit, and there's not. I was looking up, as much news as possible before I came on here, and
Hmm.
I didn't see anything about Johnson. Nothing. All I saw was this another bullshit report about fucking Lingard, and I don't want to hear about it anymore.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Dimitri Payet claiming that he snubbed Man United during the West Ham transfer saga. Wow.
Nice.
Who gives a shit? And Christian Eriksen pulls the strings as Brentford sees off a weary West Ham. And
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning.
I know.
Great headlines. Thank you.
I'm gonna need more coffee or something to get, because it is kind of a downer. But you know what? Going into Brentford match, I was thinking to myself, well, if I had the choice between, either winning at Brentford or winning at Lyon, then I would take Lyon. So I hope I actually have that choice. So it would be really nice. Oh, Happy says Johnson was on the bench. Okay. Noble wasn't. Okay. See, I defer to Happy. She really knows her stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Unlike me.
I love having Happy and Ken and
Yeah.
Matt Howard and Neil in here. They always do a great job at the backing up our mistakes.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I told them all a million times, they're all more than welcome to come on here. But
sure.
I think virtually, I don't know, when have we ever had any of them on, really? I think we've had Neil on in the past, but Ken, we got to get you on one Tuesday morning, man. You're awake. Let's go. And yeah. So it says Zuma will play. He'll be strapped up and given an injection. Jesus Christ, not infection. Fuck's sakes. Tim, drink your coffee. Injection. Yes.
Injection, yeah.
I don't like that though, because we got Burnley at home, and I wouldn't want to risk Zuma getting another injury or compounding his injury. I don't think it would be worth it. I mean, Wally, what do you think about just enough, giving him something just to get him through the next match against Lyon?
Yeah, you're right, because we're straight 3 days later is Burnley, and since we lost to Brentford, if we have any designs on a European place, we really need to beat Burnley. So I wouldn't want to rush Zuma, but Dawson apparently is been injured. I think, did he break his nose?
I don't know.
Against Lyon, or he certainly took a knock on his nose, and then immediately the Brentford match starts, and he collides with another dude, and it's on his nose again. But no, I had heard that he was getting injections just to keep playing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Neil, we were fucking weary. All right. When Antonio lost the ball, that lead to the second goal.
Oh yeah.
Going at my screen showing, get him off, for fuck's sake, get him off. Yes, dude. And Happy said it as well about how shocking he was, and it's becoming more often that we're hearing how shocking Antonio is or was or whatever.
Yeah, he seemed to pack it in, and so I was glad he got subbed off, because he wasn't really having any impact late. So
yes, before we bring in our one of our guests, have you heard about the article about Kretinsky? Experts reckon that his money's tied up and he will not be able to put up funds this summer. Icelandics all over again. That's right.
There you go.
Hey, my man, you good to go?
Yeah.
All right, good. Good to see you.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, here you good. Nice to meet you. Hey.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just talking about or wrapping up. Well, not really. Just talking about Lyon, that match, and how I don't know. All right. Yep. He'll be back.
He dropped off. Yeah.
Robert will be in here soon. He said too. He had to restart his computer. At least he said hello. That was cool.
Yeah.
We can all chip in a $5 to help this summer. You know, I would, man, no, because you know it won't get well spent. It will not be well spent.
It might not even get spent at all, knowing Moyes.
Nope.
He doesn't like to spend money, which normally I appreciate, but it would be it would be nice to. I mean, we obviously need help this summer, so he better get out his wallet and spend some money.
Yeah,
because
Matt, you know I agree with you.
Yeah,
you know I agree, Matt. What do we have here? The entire squad weren't at the races against Brentford. Can't single out any players. That's true. That's true. And even with the Lyon match, you can't really single out anybody. You know what though? I can single out somebody. The worst player on the pitch was Fabianski, without a doubt.
Sunday. Okay.
On Sunday, yes. Yeah, on Sunday for sure. I can't think of anybody else who was worse, other than Antonio. But
well, yeah, Antonio didn't play the whole match, but
no.
I thought Soufal did okay. It's nice to see Soufal. Soufal did okay, I thought.
He actually saved a goal for us.
Mm-hmm.
He headed the ball over the net, and Floppy Hansky went flopping around, thinking he had to save it, even though it was going clearly over the net. And that's how brilliant he is. Anyway,
that's right.
I just can't wait for him to be gone.
So he's got another year, though, right? They gave me your extension. So.
We need to sign an extension for Fredericks, and we need to get rid of Fabianski.
You know what? I have a stat for you.
Yeah?
We are undefeated this year when Frederick starts. So how about that?
Is that true?
I think so. I think he's only started twice. That was
that would be
Villa and then Lyon, right? Or who did we play before?
Sure, you
Lyon?
didn't get one like earlier on in the season.
Oh, okay. Well,
no, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
this season I think. Yeah, but I'm talking about this year since.
This year,
since January.
Okay. All right. Well, who knows? It could be both. That's funny. I'm gonna check this shit out. So he's played 6. Doesn't say how many he started.
Yeah, he's made a lot of 89th minute appearances. So.
No, you're right. Holy shit.
Yes. How about that? Undefeated West Ham when Ryan Frederick's starting.
Wow.
This year. But yeah, I'm afraid he's out the door at the end. His contract's up, and I haven't heard anything that they're negotiating or anything. So
we beat Vienna, beat Genk, and no, dude, even this whole season. Because he played
the whole season
or started in a couple of those. No, at least one of them. So he played 9 minutes against Dynamo Zagreb, and we won as well. Yeah,
that's. So I can say this season then. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
dude.
Rob,
good to see you.
Good to see you.
Long time no see, everybody.
Yes, my man.
It's been a while.
Good to see you, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're just talking about how awesome Ryan Fredericks is, and how we're literally undefeated with him in the lineup since we played Dynamo Zagreb. Literally,
Yep.
3 matches that he started, and 2 wins and a draw. So,
yep.
What does that say? Yeah, let's go. Can Soufal play left back? Can we move him over and leave Ryan at right?
Yeah, I don't know. I know Ryan has played left back for little spots here and there, but
sorry, I'm trying to get used to this. Hold on a second. My computer just shit the bed.
Oh, so you're doing the phone or a tablet?
Tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a tablet too. My computer doesn't pick up the mic anymore. I don't understand, so I've having to use a tablet.
Damn.
You move overseas and then everything shits the bed. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
So what time is it over there?
It is close to midnight right now.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Well, this isn't a Lee show, so this will
Yeah.
we go a hard like hour, so we'll be finishing up in like 35 minutes, but we won't go 3 hours, so don't you worry.
Well, that's good because our latest performance, I don't really have much to really punch in there.
No, I know, but we'll talk a little bit about that, and then we'll also which we'll head into right now actually, and then we'll jump into Thursday, our predictions and stuff like that, and what we want to see from the lineup selection, etc. And then also, what we playing Sunday again against Burnley, or is it what?
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah,
I think.
Sunday again. So
no rest.
So Burnley at home, luckily, because playing away to Burnley, we know would be a fucking loss. Yeah. So I don't know, Robert. Like, did you catch the Brentford match?
Yeah, unfortunately, I caught the tail end as I was waking up. Like, I kept getting notifications on my phone. I'm like, nah, this can't be. I thought it was a dream most of the time.
Nice.
Okay.
What's going on?
It's okay now.
Yeah.
It's okay now, my man.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome aboard.
Yeah. Thank you.
So yeah, we're just talking about Brentford and
Okay.
our thoughts and stuff like that.
Okay.
So Robert was saying he caught the tail end of that match, and I was following it the whole time on an app, just following along. I tried watching bits and pieces, but I couldn't handle it. So I was just reading up on the updates, the live updates. But yeah, so what were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was a game we were expected to win because it was a London derby, as you know.
Yep.
The first leg, that late goal that they score, that tears us apart at the London Stadium. So we're, in a hope that this is a game that we're determined to win. I don't close the gaps. It was going to push us to the fifth position as well, but it never went the way we wanted. And then Lanzini, the man marking of Lanzini was very bad because Ericsson was able to do those kind of operation, but Zuma too, as you know, went off the time that we were not expecting. But at least these are lads that we have given hopes to. So, but we just want to go out and do the wonders in Lyon. So that is the most focus now. So that maybe we never know, never. But it has been a poor game for us because the expectation of the position that we're to be this week. This week we would have been talking of West Ham being on the fifth position. But all in all, it's a London derby that we lost. Home and away. But we're going to give it a try. Yeah, home and away. So we're going to give it a try. It's probably going to give you a try next season, but actually, the focus now is on what going to make history at Lyon.
I hope, I think so.
Yeah.
I hope so, and it just all depends on what our lineup is.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was depressing. And Christian Eriksen has always done well against us, no matter what team he plays for.
Yeah, no matter what team he plays.
He was just off the rails. Like, we only had 2 shots on target, I think.
2 shots on target. Yeah, 2 shots on target.
That's crazy.
Because Antonio man marking too was very poor. If you look at Antonio, we are not always giving him the task to score, but if he's able to, outcast the defenders, you see, Bowen is very sharp. You understand, but his control was very poor. Then he was not able to, to control balls to give Bowen the chance to flow.
Yeah, the
man marking of Antonio, if either he's down, he want to control and then give it to the opponent. Everything, you could see the frustration when he was substituted. So it was just a bad day for us as in every angles. But usually,
every time he gave the ball away was because he was trying to control the ball in the center of the pitch, or because he's obviously naturally a winger, and that's where he's in control, 100%. He can play, he can diddle with the ball, do whatever he wants with the ball over there. But now that we moved him over to striker, he's I don't know, he can't really control the ball in the open play because Brentford was stifling. Like, they were, like you said, they were man marking him, but also
that's what I'm saying.
There was nowhere for him to distribute. Yeah.
The Brentford match, the expectation was for us, the fans, because we're looking at, you see, what was it? Wolves lost a days earlier before, you understand? And we know Wolves will not catch up because Wolves have lost. So definitely, Wolves is not part of the talking. Wolves, let me just say, Wolves is not part of the, let me just say, the feel, the see the 7th point. But when Wolves lost, we say, okay, no problem. Let's look at Arsenal. Arsenal too lost, you understand? So we're going to close the gaps. Well, Arsenal, we have more goals than them, though we play more matches than them. But it's good you are on the lead, even if the person is having outstanding matches. But if you're in the lead, it's also let me say it's an advantage to you because Arsenal are just losing back to back. You understand? And the frustration can still set in. Spurs is on fire. Man United is down. So this is the chance for us to move. Either goals difference or points difference ahead of Manchester United.
Yeah.
And then ahead of, let me say, Arsenal. Then we'll be competing even now. We're talking of the top 4, not even the top 5 again. But we blew it up. And,
Yeah. We got some tough matches coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, tough
we
matches.
Still got Arsenal. We still got Chelsea?
Chelsea. Manchester United.
Yeah.
Man City, yeah.
Man City.
Yeah, this should be the last match. Yeah, but let me just say, this is a competition that we are. I think I believe that we're gonna make wonders in Lyon, and then the almighty Barcelona people are talking of. I think this is the time that we're
gonna win 7-1 on Thursday. Yeah.
Nice. I love it.
That's what we're gonna do.
Just that
they're gonna take it out, dude. Like all the bullshit in the papers, in the online about all the trash that they're talking and everything else.
Yeah.
It's gonna drive our players to just. We're finally gonna get that 7-1 that I've been waiting on. I've been predicting every single week.
Come
we're
on.
gonna get it.
Nice.
Okay.
I think
I should have introduced myself to the guest, and then maybe your cherished listeners, because I just came late.
It's fine. So everybody was saying. Everybody, I think, recognizes you in the chat room, though. They were all saying, "Hey, is this Abdul?" Yeah. So pleasure to meet you, my man. I'm Tim, and Wally's over there.
Oh,
and
Tim.
We got,
Robert
down next to you.
I think these are familiar faces. I've been following your exploit, and then I've been one of your top fan. Facebook, sometimes the time difference.
Oh
yeah. So
our friend David Lang. Every time. He told us about you too. Yeah.
I think David has been a good friend. He has been sending me a lot of stuffs, and then anytime I get your notification, I can't sleep. I just have to on it.
No, we appreciate that. No, hell yeah. I mean, and you're welcome on any time, man. If you're available, you know what I mean?
Oh no problem.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. You're welcome anytime. Robert, so like real quick, Robert, the leading into the match on Thursday, we were me and Wally, before you guys popped in, we were saying, hey, what do we do about the back? Like, what do we do? Because someone was mentioning earlier that Zuma might be getting an injection just to get him through the match. Johnson may not be fit for left back. So what are your thoughts, Robert? What should we do? Well, what would you do, actually? Not what we should do, because we're not going to do it. What would you want to see?
It's just a prayer and a hope.
Yeah.
I guess that's the biggest thing we could do, is just pray that we make it through this. The biggest thing what I've been seeing is after the Europa League, the red card against Cressy, we just start this downtrend. And as soon as we get that, hey, something bad happens to us, we just get that fall, and that it's kind of like a waterfall effect that we all just get this depression, like, oh, here we go. This is typical West Ham. Like, oh, we're about to hit the rocks. And that's what I feel, especially about this Brentford match, is that everyone's in their own head, like, ooh, what are we doing now?
So I did a little research, because I predict us to win 7-1 every single match, and I've been following.
Me too.
I've been following.
Who doesn't?
No, I know. But I've been following us. Obviously, like, I've been paying attention to our form ever since we started to dip. Because what happened was, it looked like in the beginning of the season, even like the league, that they were shooting so high to get as many points as possible, so high that they knew that we were going to make a run in the Europa League, right? They knew we were going to make a run in the Europa League and be tired in the league. So they tried to rack up as many points as possible so that if we did dip, it would still be in good shape. Like, that's what I thought. But now looking at it, every single time that we have a dip of 2 matches where we don't really get a win, like, there's usually that we actually do well that 3rd or 4th match. So either it's going to be we're going to smash Lyon and embarrass them, which I hope, and I'm feeling that maybe, like, after all the trash that's been talking, it's kind of like, to be honest, how the New England Patriots used to play, where, like, they would say, "Hey, everybody hates you, everybody hates you, everybody hates you." The next thing you know, they win. New York Yankees, same thing. Like, they would be like, "We hate you, we hate you, we hate you," and then they just dominate. So anyway, it would thrive on them winning. So I think that our team will, react to all the bullshit in the press, and I think that we will beat Lyon, and then, or at least get into penalties and beat them, and then it's Burnley. Like, I really feel that that's going to be a win, but then we're going to dip down again. So whether it be Chelsea or whoever else we're playing, will smash us 4-1 or whatever, against a team that probably should be beating us 4-1.
Well, see, the big thing is we always perform against the teams that are like, West Ham is definitely going to lose. That's the teams that we crush. And everyone's like, oh, man, West Ham's going to completely dominate. And then we lose to teams that are second to the bottom or 3rd or 4th to the bottom, and we lose 2-0.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And that's our state most seasons. And then you go Patriots, Yankees. I'm used to defeat because I'm a Jets fan and a Mets fan. So I can't talk anything.
Well, I have to say, I think that under Moyes we have actually been winning a lot of those, the matches we should be winning. So I think that's why we're actually doing better. But like you say, this dip in form now, we've lost to Brentford. So I just hope we can beat Burnley and obviously really want to beat Lyon. And I think they'll be using the trash talking, and that'll get them motivated. They weren't motivated on Sunday. They were just, tired, I think. But they'll be motivated for Thursday night. So I think that 7-1 is possible.
Well,
Yes.
I think they weren't motivated was definitely because that Lyon defeat, especially with the red card to Cressy for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Come on. That was bullshit, and everyone knows that was bullshit.
Yeah. And I cannot wait to find out who's going to ref. And maybe if we do our diligence before the match, or
Yeah.
I
Hopefully
read that
someone that's not taking pay cuts from somebody.
Yeah, I read the ref. The ref is the same ref that did one of the Seville matches, I think.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's the one that we won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, Abdul. So what would you do for defensively for us this week? I mean, based off of what we have available, would you give Zuma the injection and say, "Hey, you got this one match, and we'll give you a break"? Would you? I don't know. What would you do, man, if you were in charge?
I think sometimes giving players injections either risks the same match you are playing or risks the player for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes we have that kind of a low expectation from Issa Diop, but this is a player sometimes when he comes. Sometimes I guess I'm using the word carefully. Sometimes because there was a game where we were chastising him, and then he came and then scored. Everybody was, very happy. And we are going to a land that he has played before. You see, this is a stadium that Issa Diop has played.
Mm-hmm.
So going to his own hometown, let me say France, he himself, want to just, give out his best. So if Zuma is not available, let me just say, we shouldn't risk. We should just put Issa Diop to pair with Dawson, and then it could work, because sometimes these are all players that we buy. We have high hopes on them. It's not like if he goes in, he's not able to touch the ball, or he will not be able to pass. Sometimes it's the balancing. Maybe when you play Diop, Zuma, Dawson for a long time, so the pairing become good. But if Issa Diop is okay, I think we should start him, and then Zuma could come to clean up the mess. And then if maybe the mess is not happening, then we should just leave him. But we shouldn't be risking like me. I'm not let me say, I'm not a good teacher of this injection. I don't believe in those philosophy. Because sometimes you inject a player to come in. It's either the person is inside the match, and
but
then
they could compound their injury. They could get like another injury on top of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is it.
They're playing. They don't feel what they got, and then they're going to play reckless.
And then
like nothing's wrong.
When your opponent also read much, when you are going to a game, you rather read much about your opponent. So if they are aware that Zuma is not that fit, and then he's been forced to play, I think most of the balls will go in there, and then the pressure will be on Zuma. You understand? For Dawson, it's like a stone. I call him the rock.
Yes, he is.
Because he could have an injury and they even hide it. Because the kind of tackles that he goes, I have the belief that he has sometimes have back pains. He must have leg pains, but he just keep it to himself. But he's somebody that I believe that we should just give him a blank contract. Whenever he feels that maybe he cannot play anymore, then he can retire at West Ham, because he's a beast. We have not gotten a defender caliber like him before, because we could talk of Collins and then Ginger Pele. They did well, but this is a player that has come in with a lot of criticism, especially the league that we bought him, and then people were saying he's out of form. But let's just try the Diop and then Dawson and see, because it's not only the defensive area that we are looking at, because if midfield is good, Rice could be supporting them as and when, you understand. The discipline the ball. Let's just have a good game, and then pray that we just have a victory at Lyon. That is just the most important thing.
I think since we're actually paying Fabianski, and he really can't play goalkeeper, so we might as well throw him in the center back. Why don't we try him at center back, or maybe left back?
He would be injured instantly. He can't even take goal kicks. He'll pull his hip out. So,
come on. But you see, we just have to try the job, because let's have high hopes on him. But the left back, I think.
But don't we have any youth players that can play there?
The left back?
Yeah, we must.
I think Longello can do that. He was very phenomenal. I just watched the under 23 match, the development team against Lee's development team.
Yeah.
You see,
good.
Sometimes some of these players, you have doubt on them, but they can do it. Or if possible, maybe we can decide to. Is Ryan Fredericks okay? Yeah, Fredericks is okay. Fredericks can or Fredericks can go to the 2, and then Sufal go there to the 3, because he's back. You understand? Vladimir Sufal, you can do the 3. Sometimes we can play in a formation that I think the 3 isn't going deep. But if you have a good 7 or 11, you see that the left back and the right back, you can give them the task that they shouldn't go beyond, the central half. You understand? So let's just say if we have somebody like we can decide to start Longello, then we put Fornas.
I like Longello.
No, Fornas is somebody who is very quick on the wings. You understand? He's not that speed type, but he's somebody who come back to defend very well. Unlike Berama is very slow there. But Fornas is somebody who can go and then come back fast. So it could help the 3 role, and then we can do well. I'm seeing somebody talking of Atam Masuaka, but for him, I'm always having a low expectation of him, because the Spurs match, the match against Spurs, the 3-1, the second goal he was the one who gave the ball to Hurricane. I don't know. Sometimes he play like he's somebody who's not having confidence in him.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, yeah. You give out ball very easily. You just want to do some of these curls. You are not a Ronaldinho. You are not that Robinho. Play the ball as it is. But sometimes he's somebody who get a ball and then he want to use, those kind of skills. He used those skills and it works sometimes. But once you are not the Ronaldinho and then the Robinho, you are there to just kick balls good and then pass. But see that doing that kind of skills, I'm not a fancy. I don't fancy that.
All right, we're gonna give our predictions right now about the Lyon match. We're gonna start with Wally and then go clockwise. So Robert and then Abdul. Yeah, Wally, what do you think, my man? Based off of everything that we said, based off of what the news you read.
I'm thinking that the match will be 1-1, and then basically penalties, and Areola, the Frenchman in his home country, is going to pull it out and basically stop some penalties, and we're going to win it on penalties. That's what I'm predicting.
Robert.
See, I'm going to go. We're going to take it 2-0 just because of the trash talk that I've seen coming from Lyon. And knowing how we go at it, I think we're just going to just dominate them. And we're just going to get it 2-0 and be done with it and just wash our hands with the whole situation.
Nice. That would be awesome.
Yeah, everybody, put your predictions in the chat. I'll pull it up on screen as well as we're talking here. Okay, Abdul, what's your prediction, my man?
I think because there's no home and then away rules in the UEFA competition now, I think the ultimate what we want is win. So I'm looking at 2-1, so that once it's 3 points, we are out of Lyon, and then we come home back to London and then enjoy very well. So I'm looking at 2-1.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what I say. It's 7-1. 7-1.
7-1. Wow.
That would be nice.
No,
Mark your bets.
maybe no. Tim is right. Maybe we're gonna get if we're having that referee that just kill us with the red card, maybe we also have a referee that will give Leon 2 red cards, and then you understand. It's possible.
If I just put a pound or maybe 5 pounds every week that we win 7-1, one of these days I'll get it, and the odds on that must be insane. So
yeah,
I think that'll be a huge bet. Yeah, it will be a huge bet. But the odds you can't count the odds.
A lot of 2-1s and a lot of 2-0s. So it's like a mixture of the both. Not many people saying penalties, except Wally. Jesus Christ.
Wally said penalties.
Wally,
but as I'm saying,
I'm
just looking at because I'm just looking at a win. So the 2-1 I'm saying because of I think let's give it a doubt, but this is a day that you're going to see what's his name, Antonio want to prove another point. So maybe he's going to score.
Antonio's going to score 4 of the 7 goals on.
Oh my god!
Thursday. All right,
nice.
He's going to make up for all the bullshit I was talking about him. All right. So the other match we got to talk about, not really talk about. There's really not much to talk about yet. It all depends on what happens on Thursday, really, and how much we give in that game and who gets hurt and everything else. So, but the Burnley match, since it is before our next show, I would like to hear your predictions and hopes. We'll do the same thing. We'll start with Wally and go around. Wally.
Well, so I predicted we would win on penalties. That means we play extra time.
Yeah.
So that's going to make Sunday really tough. And,
we're going to get tired.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with a draw on Sunday, like a 1-1, because, we'll just, although it's at home, right? So,
it's at home. Yep.
Okay. I'll say 2-1 to us at home.
It's another early one, though. That's really weird.
Is it early? Okay.
Wow. But I'm trying to see if there's any. I probably should have checked the news before. They're in trouble, so obviously they're gonna fight.
Yeah,
they're gonna be fighting. They need the points bad.
Yep.
They're in that relegation battle, and they're 4 points out of safety. They're 4 points from safety, so they need to win. It's like a must win for them. So, oof. I don't know,
No, I'll
guys.
still say 2-1 to us.
2-1 to us. All right, Robert.
See, this is going to be a difficult one. Just because they're in that relegation battle, and knowing us, especially with the underdogs is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I gotta go for a tie. I think we're gonna go 1-1 straight up, and each team's gonna get a point. That's the way we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Just because it's the major teams that we crush, but these underdogs is the ones we struggle against, especially with the Brentford match. Like, who expected a 2-0 loss?
Yeah.
So I'll go with 1-1 straight up.
All right, so we got a 2-1 and 1-1. And Abdul, what do you got?
Yeah, I think I'm seeing a convincing result against Burnley. We'll get start from 2-1 at Lyon, then extend it to 3-1 against Burnley.
Hey.
Because I'm seeing the hopes West Ham the players want to give us. So maybe from a victory at Lyon, they'll have that same morale to go into at the Burnley game, and then Burnley will also be working at, oh, come on, these are let me say, suppose European champions coming, so they're gonna receive us with threat. So we're gonna extend it to a 3-1. I mean, when we go to the semi-finals, the lower teams will fear us. It will be rather unfortunate that we'll not be meeting much of the lower teams. But when we are playing Barcelona, as I know, we'll be very massive even the FA itself will give us respect. Anytime they touch our player, they will say, come on, this is a potential European champion player. So you look at. So we'll be having all the threats in the league, and then teams will, especially Man U, they are not in any competition. So when we meet them, we're going to give them more crisis. When we meet Man U, we're going to give them more.
So if we beat Lyon, Frankfurt and Barcelona, they drew as well. And
but
had a red card as well.
But the most important thing is that Barcelona is going home. So and then when you are not that strong and you are playing Barcelona at their stadium, the capacity is, it's a huge capacity. It's not just a common stadium that Barcelona is having. So I think Frankfurt will not have it easy when they are going to Barcelona. So that will be the problem. If like Barcelona was going away, maybe the game could have frustrated them. But Barcelona, is not easy to go to Barcelona and just beat them like that. Well, and they are now on form too. Nobody can deny the fact. Everybody was know that if it was the Barcelona, we know that they will not end well. Today they are in the second position, just from where nobody was expecting them. Xavi just took them all the way to second position. You understand? So they will be playing Champions League football. People were knowing that Barcelona will not get the Champions League football, not even the Europa League, because of their performance. But Xavi came in and then he did the magic. So, but things are working for them. So Frankfurt should just forget about it. But who make history against Barcelona? But it was apparent that everybody was looking up to. You understand? Even around the world, people were saying that they want to see West Ham, Barcelona. Here comes the semifinals is just around the corner.
Barcelona in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit.
I
can't even picture that, my man. I don't know. I just got this weird feeling it's going to be Frankfurt, but I don't know. And then we'll beat them 7-1.
Nice.
So yeah, my prediction for Burnley 7-1, and I think
I just love that no one gave West Ham a clean sheet ever. Everyone's like 1-1.
Oh shit, my bad. So yeah, I'll change my Lyon prediction. I forgot that Fabianski doesn't play in the Europa League. I defaulted my prediction to something 1 because I'm so used to Fabianski in goal.
Fabianski will always concede. You always concede. That's a problem. Because I don't know why. Sometimes this is, I guess, more you see. Yes, we've accepted that we want to use Areola forward, the European Champions competition. Yes, we understand that. You are using it for the Europa League.
Yeah.
But, there are some matches that you can just bring Aliola to also, you see, this is a keeper. Is he just a keeper? It's not somebody that is, that is going to come in and then maybe he's going to run a lot and then you'll be very exhausted. You just stand at your pole, the ball comes, you kick, the ball comes, you grab. You understand? Though it's also, a tough task. But we need these clean sheets. We are scoring, but we are conceding as well. I don't remember the last time Fabianski is having a clean sheet. Maybe when we are playing 0-0, but we don't usually play 0-0 matches. Nindel, I don't see us playing a 0-0 match. Mostly it's either 1-1, 2-2, 3-1. You understand? The more we score, the more we concede a lot.
Yeah.
But we have to try. Maybe when we are out of the Europa League, which I'm not hoping for, maybe Ariola will get the time. Just get the guy to pen and paper, and then he will sign. They shouldn't do anything to let Ariola go because I'm seeing that Fulham is even interested more to bring him back to Craven Cottage. Because I've read some news and I'm looking at the board trying to switch to a different keeper, but that will not help because Ariola has been with us.
Yeah.
Sometimes when somebody is with you, you see the kind of money we spend on Vlasic. Very, very, insane. You can't just go and buy somebody and then come and be putting the person on bench. A 30 million plus player should be able to start. How much did we buy Bowen? How much did we buy what's the name? Berama. These are guys that are performing.
Yeah.
But Vlasic, the money is too much to see him on bench. He should have been a world-class player to what will I say, for that pricing. But you don't just buy such a player and then you just come and put him on bench. If he's not good enough, we should just try the transfer market back and then send him back. At least we can do another scouting at the championship. Because Bowen, we could get Bowen types. They are there. In the championship, players are there.
Yeah.
Players are there.
Mm-hmm.
We should just look at that. But we shouldn't be, we are not looking at the 40, 50 million rated players that will come and they will not do anything. We are looking at the 15 million, the 20 million, the 10 million player that high hopes that he can play in the Premier League. You understand?
Yeah.
So we should be looking at those kind of signings.
We will. That's what I think will happen. I don't think I think all the 50 million players, the 45 million bullshit, I don't think there's any truth to those. It's not going to happen. Yeah. So we'll end up with those bargains and, but players that Moyes will expect to fit well with the team chemistry. And it's worked with the actual players he's actually signed, which hasn't been many.
If I was Moyes now,
yeah,
I would just know that there are some players that are frustrated in their teams. Everton is nowhere to bounce back. Even if they will not go to relegation, but players will get frustrated because this was a team that was tipped to succeed. If we go for Richarlison, I tell you this guy will come. Richarlison will come. But there are some players, Richarlison is there. I don't think Richarlison is even happy playing with Everton under this kind of, positions.
Yeah.
But Richarlison, though they were pricing him high, but if we also bargain, so there are some players, if we bargain, the player himself is likely to come. You understand?
Yeah.
So we should get look around both the championship and the Premier League. There are some teams that players need helps. Look at what Palace is doing. Palace is doing very well because of this Eze guy. I like him, but we went and then he also fucked up and then we went up, and then at what's the name Berama. It was rather Eze that we wanted. Eze before Berama. It was due that we didn't get Eze. That is why we end up at Berama. So we should still look at those kind of.
The biggest thing we got going on right now is that we got the devil's luck.
Yeah.
Where we're at in the league, we're in the, in Europe, we're on the up and up right now. And the biggest thing clubs should do is put more money into players. And obviously the West Ham way is to say fuck that.
Yeah, I
And
know.
just
Well,
let
it's because
everything
we're
go
doing so
downhill.
well. Like they're saying, well, why should we do more? You guys are doing just fine.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
About
And that's the big thing. Everyone's like,
Baba,
oh, well, look
I
how
think the
good you guys are doing. Yeah,
Just
good
so you
for
guys
you
know,
guys.
we have to wrap
Hey.
this up real soon. Just so you know, I got to wrap this up. So
Okay.
we're gonna do the little like roundtable. Like where can people reach you? Find you on social media. If you got anything going on that you want to promote or something, feel free. And we'll start with you, Abdul, and then we'll go around Robert and Wally and myself because I got a few things to say before we hang up. Alrighty?
I
Perfect.
think okay. Thank you very much. It's always an opportunity and then a bless. It's a family that I like joining. We also been doing a lot of works for West Ham in Ghana here.
Mhm.
I'm the president of the Ghanaian Hammers, and then we've done a lot of corporate social responsibilities over the years. We've just established a McNoble Center for learning, aiming at kids aged 6 to 14. We've given them mentorship and then to just know that this has been somebody who has been 18 years for the club. And then, I mean, today we are in Europe, and then we just want him to succeed, end well, and retire well. So that's why we are, retiring him at the end of the season, and then we are rather awarding him back in Africa here. And then, as you know, I think majority of you knows how we are flying on Twitter and then on Instagram as well. We are doing all our best in all our capacity to promote West Ham. We'll be having a GoFundMe coming up. We are still developing it with our partners. When it comes, we'll share it with you, and then you can help us. Share the link
Of course.
that because we just want to, help the kids. Have good education, good health, and then good drinking water and that kind of stuff. So we'll be, sharing the project with you as it comes. And then thank you for the opportunity, and then looking
No,
forward.
of course.
To,
Listen, you're welcome. You're welcome to join any of our shows. But I'll go ahead and say my spiel first since I'm on the subject. So basically, these Tuesday shows that I do, like besides me and Wally, I'm just inviting new people on every single week, so that you only do this show once. But we have other shows, we have other hosts, and you guys are more than welcome to hop on those shows if you're available. But you're absolutely more than welcome to come on any of those other shows anytime. And Robert,
I'll always be looking up to the Tuesday one as well. And
then,
then,
cool.
We'll
chat with us in the chat. We'll bring your comments up. Absolutely.
We'll be adjusting my time as and we go. So thank you very much.
Of course,
and I'm always
man.
very grateful.
Yeah, great meeting you, man. Robert, so how can people communicate with you? Twitter or whatever? I don't know. What do you want?
Well,
you like to talk shit over there on Twitter like everybody else.
So mostly West Ham shit talk is definitely through Twitter.
Yeah.
My Instagram's more motorcycles and surfing, but
man.
over here in Japan, it's a little harder to get in touch with me. But anytime.
Well, people would know you probably from Twitter then.
What's up?
So people would know you from Twitter then.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
And it's usually fuck, shit, why, what's going on, West Ham, fuck you.
Right.
That's mostly from Twitter.
All right, man.
But if you guys want to reach out, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, just Agresto is the best way to hit me up. You'll find me. And if you guys want to know about Japan life, I'm here. And it's actually midnight 30 right now for me, and I have work at 5 a.m.
Wow.
Get some sleep, my man.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
All right, my man. Well, again, Robert, always good to see you. I mean, I haven't seen you in a long time, but I also hadn't been doing shows in a while either. So now I'm just finally getting back in the swing of things. Thanks to Wally. Because if Wally wasn't going to do it, I wasn't going to do it by myself. So I appreciate that. Wally, the usual. How do people find you on Twitter and everything else? Really, berate everybody.
Come on, King.
I have a Twitter account, but I don't really post much on there. So, but anyway, it's like Wally World or something like that. I don't even know exactly what it is, but anyway, so that's it.
So people just find you here on Tuesday mornings with me.
Yeah, you can find me here Tuesday morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Until we can get John Nolan to do another friggin' Friday Night Lights show, get him back.
That's
Robert,
right.
you got to nudge him or something like that. We need your help. We need to get him back somehow. I know he said it won't be Friday night likes. It'll be like Monday or Wednesday night likes or whatever. But we need it. We need
Well, I know
help
he
pushing
just
him over the
moved
line, getting him back.
Close to my brother's, so I'll hit my brother's up and see what he's doing.
Give him a noogie, you know, fucking get him in a headlock and say,
There
"You
we
got to
go.
do it again." It was the best show we had.
Yeah.
Seriously, with in freaking Wally's scorekeeping was hilarious, and it was just a fun time. But anyway,
It was.
it would give us another excuse to get everybody back on the show and doing these fun games and competitions. But anyway,
I hope so.
Yeah,
I
me
really
too.
do.
So everybody who's watching this now or still in the chat, I know a few people have dropped off since we were whatever, but anybody sees this after the fact, if you want to join us on a Tuesday and you haven't yet, please message us on social media, American Hammers TV, or you can reach out to Wally somehow and just let us know. Let us know you're available at 10 a.m. Eastern time on a Tuesday, and we'll get you on the show. Also, if you want to do other shows, if this time doesn't work for you, we got other shows we can fit you on. So have some fun with us. Let's just spread the West Ham love and come on, you Irons.
That's right.
I'll talk to you guys off the air real quick, but to everybody else, have a great rest of your week, and let's 7-1, baby.
Yeah.